Honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rokakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS. Shalom to the hopeful elect, teaching this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom to you sisters out there learning in silence. You ribs out there staying in order. Right? So, this was brought out, I think about a week ago, from my knowledge. This is Space Delta 18. This is a new branch of the Space Force. Trump announced it when he was the president that he was going to do the Space Force thing, but we already know that's all Amalek. Alright, so let's read what the hell it is. But look at this picture, man. Look at this. This is Egypt. And that looks like a Jake. Alright. Looks like a Jake. Might even look like a beard, man. But, this is Babylon. This is their symbology. This is letting you know that this is Egypt. Babylon is Egypt. Alright? And the Sphinx is a symbol of intelligence. Right? So let's read into what the hell Space Delta 18 is. Space Delta 18, or Del 18, is a United States Space Force unit that serves as the National Space Intelligence Center, or the NSIC. It is headquartered at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Ohio, and activated on the 24th of June 2022. So this was put out last month, man. I just found out about this like a week ago. Right? It says active 24 June 2022. Alright, this is the branch of the United States Space Force. Alright, let's go down here. It says the NSIC is a field operating agency that is responsible for performing national and military space missions and evaluating capabilities, performance, limitations, and vulnerabilities of space and counter space system and services. It is a Space Force counterpart to the National Airspace Intelligence Center. Alright, the history. The establishment of the NSIC was ordered by the Chief of Space Operations, John W. Raymond, and it will be formed by transferring NASIC's Space Analysis Squadron and Counter Space Analysis Squadron from the Space and Missiles Analysis Group to the Space Force. Air Force Major General Lee Luderback, the Space Force Director of Intelligence S2, to whom the center will ultimately report, led the planning effort. Congressional authorization is needed to create a field operation agency that reports directly to the S2. Awaiting funding for the establishment of the NSIC, the Space Force stood up the Space Force Intelligence Activity, or the SFIA, on the 24th September 2021 as an interim unit. SFIA served under NASIC until the establishment of NSIC on June 24th. Right? But man, they're out there putting, boots on the space, right? They say boots on the ground, but they're trying to get into space to look at what's going on in space, to see other, intelligent capabilities, whether it be, domestic, foreign, or extraterrestrial, as they would have said. Right? At the end of the day, they're really seeing a lot of chariot activity, because they had a lot of meetings with the FBI, and they got a UFO task force, in the Pentagon. not only that, other countries are, taking down satellites, but ultimately they're all gonna try to go against Yahweh and Yahushua and his chariots. But the scriptures say that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Right? I want to go to Isaiah. Let's see, what was Isaiah? Isaiah 66:15 reads, behold, the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind. Right? Because he's going to come in the clouds, man. To render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. He's going to burn this place up. In 1 hour, this place is going to be burnt up. The whole earth, man, is going to get it. This is Zechariah. Let's go to the book of Zechariah, chapter 5. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll, describing a chariot, what it looked like. Right, and that's what they used. They used what they knew then. The flying rolls of dinner rolls of bread. It's round. It looks kind of like white. Right? Verse 2, and he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, and I see a flying roll, and the length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. Well, I don't know what, 10 cubits is, man, but I'm pretty sure that's probably the size of a big house, man. Verse 3, then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side according to it. And everyone that sweareth shall be cut off, as on the side according to it. Right? Through this chariot, you're going to die, man. You're going to be burnt up. Right? This is the curse that's going to come to those wicked. And even to that Space Force, man. Because, you trying to use these, your intelligence, and, you got fighter jets. And really, those are all primitive compared to the chariots. It's like you going to fight it's like you fighting the Marines with sticks. It ain't gonna go so well. It's like a kindergarten trying to fight Mike Tyson. Right? Well, let's go to Isaiah chapter 24, verse 6. Therefore has the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. And this fire that comes out of the chariots, it's a different kind of fire, man. It's not like, the one you put out here, man, when you need fuel and, air. And nah, man, this is, from another a spiritual realm, man. This fire over here, man, is different. Right? Let's go to Isaiah 19. Right? The burden of Egypt, behold, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of evil shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst thereof. Right? Because when you see this, when they see this, they're going to be trembling with fear, man. At this time, they're going to be fighting each other, man. it's gonna be an ugly sight, man, for you, Edomites. And you know that your time is short. That's why you're moving the way you're moving. Right, verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Verse 3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizard. And the Egyptians will give over unto the hand of a cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, said Yahweh Hashem Yahushua of hosts. Man, there's nothing you could do, man. Nothing you could do. You got to pay the tab, with blood. That's your payment. It's blood. Because you shed blood. Blood shall pursue thee. Right? Doesn't matter how many tanks you got, how many bombs you got, how many missiles you got. They got a missile called Moab, the mother of all bombs. They got Satan too. All that shit's gonna be turned against you, man. You're gonna dig a hole and fall in it, man. And I give Kahalo Yahweh Hashem Yahushua for that, man. And I'm gonna say Shalom.